In a shocking revelation, the FDA has approved GMO salmon, the first animal for human consumption. Ironic, out of all animals to face an uphill battle. Now, this fish's special power is to grow faster. Of course, liberals will object to an extra-large fish. They won't even allow extra-large soda cups. Maybe that's why liberals are so bad at history. During the educational parts of movies, they have to go refill their soda. The GMO salmon was approved by Dr. Robert Khalif. He looks like Ron Burgundy. Since Dr. Khalif was appointed by President Obama, it makes no sense to say Republicans support the salmon. So here to defend GMO salmon in a white shirt, please welcome from the company Aquabounty, which is the creator of GMO salmon, please welcome Aquabounty scientist. It's a pleasure to be here. Your company is named Aquabounty. You know, one of the definitions of bounty is a fee paid by or to governments. You think this salmon is legit? The word bribe is in the name. You might as well have called it lobbying group. Now, some in the media are dubbing this Frankenfish, as well as some retailers like Costco and Whole Foods are refusing to stock it. Is it all hype? How does GMO salmon actually work? Normally during the winter months, there's less food, so salmon stops growing. But we've genetically modified this salmon so that it grows year-round by continuously releasing growth hormone. We haven't seen this type of abnormal growth since Kim Kardashian's ass. How do you modify it? We combine 3 separate animals: Chinook salmon, Atlantic salmon, and ocean pout. Why those animals? We use Chinook salmon because it grows faster than Atlantic salmon. And we combine these two with ocean pout, which is a type of eel. The ocean pout's promoter gene allows it to remain on year-round. Maybe that's how she did it. Ocean pout? What a bad name for an always-on growth optimist. Ocean cry. My tears fill bodies of water. Now, some are concerned about the potential environmental effects of this fish. What is being done to prevent its escape into the wild? Well, the salmon isn't grown in the United States. The first thing is grown in Panama highlands in a landlocked cage that's impossible to escape. And even if it did escape, on top of that, the climate surrounding the area in Panama is toxically warm to these fish. If GMO salmon does escape, natural salmon will go extinct, trying to compete with super growth. How's he gonna escape? What is this, Shawshank Fish, where he digs through layers and layers of rock? If the fish from Finding Nemo was stuck in an Aquabounty cage, he would have given up scene 1. I can't get out of this landlocked cage in the Panama highlands. What else is being done? We only breed sterile females, so this way if they do escape into the wild, they're unable to reproduce. Other than the growth, are there any other effects on the salmon itself? There's numerous other side effects other than the rapid growth. One of them is that they avoid groups and they're less social. Well, yeah, we're breeding all females. Put that many chicks with rapid weight growth together, they tend to get a little moody. I guess if you had all males with abnormal growth hormone, it wouldn't be novel. That's Major League Baseball. GMO salmon could become the new steroids. Maybe that explains the 2009 photo of A-Rod kissing himself. The fish seeped into his brain. You're misunderstanding. It doesn't grow larger. It just grows faster by growing during the winter. That's it. If it did grow larger, Costco would have no reason to boycott us, because they normally sell oversized crap. So now that this passed, are other GMO animals going to be approved? The FDA's current framework doesn't even acknowledge GMO animals. It's regulated as veterinary medicine because they don't have authority to do it in any other way. What? Is that true? Well, technically, yes. It's regulated as veterinary medicine. That explains why the wildlife populations will go extinct. They have to take it. If it's veterinary medicine, everyone needs Obamacare. So how did you test Aquabounty salmon? They don't test it. What? You didn't test it? We don't need to. Studies have shown on a cellular as well as nutritional level that Atlantic salmon and Aquabounty salmon are exactly the same. There's no nutritional difference whatsoever, and there's no additional growth hormone in the food. We should at least be testing GMO salmon on death row inmates. This way we can get the last meal and the execution done at once. You can't do tests on animals because it's impossible to feed them enough to produce a statistically significant side effect. And you can't do tests on people because you can't isolate their behavior for such long periods of time. You need to test it to find out the unintended consequences on nature. You're not a scientist. What you're saying is not accurate at all. Well, how did you become a scientist? You went to school. So you're qualified to tell me that we don't need tests because you passed tests. Now that the video's over, liberals can go refill their soda cups.